talking about chaos. So I think, let's just say Michigan loses to Ohio State, okay? So you've got Georgia, Ohio State.
What score are they losing by?
38-35.
Okay, so it's a close game.
Close game.
Okay.
Georgia, Ohio State, and Tennessee in. Okay? What would you do if TCU loses to Baylor or Big 12 championship game? LSU loses to Georgia in the SEC championship game. And then USC loses to UCLA or Notre Dame. Those TCU, LSU, and USC, totally not out of the realm of possibility to lose a football game. So you would have, at that point, Michigan with 1 loss. Would you take a 2-loss Alabama team who's sitting at 8 right now and put them ahead of Michigan, and then you'd have 3 SEC champions or 3 SEC teams in? Or other scenario, would you put the winner of North Carolina Clemson,
there we go,
in above Michigan?
There we
because
go.
I don't see how a 2-loss Alabama team gets into where you have 3 SEC teams. Or, I mean, can North Carolina jump from 13 to 4?
But look what's going to happen by the time. Never mind. Go ahead. Go. You explain, Tom.
Well, that is a lot of chaos. First of all, that a lot has to happen for this scenario to play out. But in your scenario, I think what I would preface all of this with is we're not going off of what we would do. We have to go off of what these rankings say. And the committee has shown us in the past that they set themselves up with these rankings to, I guess, mix the teams up based on who wins and who loses. And I think if you look at the rankings right now, in your scenario, the first scenario, I think Michigan would probably be in because they'd be 1 loss to the number 2 ranked team overall. Alabama with 2 losses, and then Clemson, the way that they've played, the committee always looks at the eye test and what the games look like. I don't think you can have them jump ahead of Michigan. Now, North Carolina, if we're talking me and you, and we're saying, well, look at North Carolina wins the ACC championship. They're a conference champion. They only have 1 loss. They've got a potential Heisman candidate at quarterback. Sure, I can see that argument. But given that they're already number 13 and the committee is in the past has not ranked teams or has not moved teams up that high, I don't think that would happen because they're already sitting at number 13. I think the committee has already told you what they think of their schedule and what North Carolina has done. At 13 with only 1 loss, I mean, they're behind Penn State, Oregon, Utah, Alabama, LSU, all have 2 losses. They're behind all of those teams. So I don't see, given what we know right now, I don't see the committee moving them up that high. So all of that chaos ensuing, your scenario, I do think Michigan probably goes in at that.